back live from my home studio in Port Orange, Florida. Not from some undisclosed location or some Panera Bread between here and Connecticut or a lake in Maine. I am home, but don't worry, I'll be taking this show on the road again very, very soon. For better or for worse. Next Thursday, have my second retreat to the mountains. So I'll be back to the mountains of North Carolina early next Thursday. Thank you, everyone, for the welcome back. I do have some exciting updates and to share with you all. Before everyone starts sharing, which I would love you to start to share this video, there's other ways that you can enter to win. And instead of the StreamYard has been kind of hit or miss as far as the giveaway tool. And because I know 5 p.m. isn't exactly the best time for everyone to be watching live. So what I've decided to do is there are several different ways you'll be able to enter, and it'll be a Fun Friday giveaway. So it's going to be Friday at 2 p.m. And that will give me a chance. There's a reason for that time and that date, and that's so that I can give you immediately any updates that I have, because on Friday afternoons, Creative Memories advisors get an update from the home office. So then I can kind of let you know what's coming as far as new stuff, and then I can also give things away. So let me just share some things real quick before we get started in our project recipe. And that is what we are doing tonight. So let's see. First things first. Where do I want to go? So first things first, on my website, which you can see here, on the top of the Creative Memories website is the new the Tool Time Buffet. Let me put on my glasses so I can make sure I'm reading things right. Okay, so some of these were available previously. This tree line border punch was super popular. I can't remember now if it was like part of a promo or if it was something you could purchase but just sold out. And I'm going to just, if you go to my website or creativememories.com, you can click on here. And I want to make sure that it went. I don't think it went. Hold, please. There we go. This is what I want. Okay, so this has a breakdown of what you can earn for free. And then it tells you on here. So this River Waves, which I really like, these little shapes are going to be fun. It looks kind of woven. So this is called River Waves. That's a brand new border punch. This is the beaded ovals border punch. That kind of reminds me of like a DNA double helix. This ribbon lace chain is new, the Border Maker cartridge. And then these ones are brought back only during this promo. So there's the decorative arcs border punch. That was from 2016. The tree line was from 2020. And then this teardrop lattice border punch was from 2018. So those are only available till next Tuesday. and I was hoping I'd be able to show them because I have some coming on my, of course, I ordered all the ones, all the ones that I didn't have. And so they are all coming on my order. And I wanted to show them next Tuesday on the live, except that you can only order until the 9th, which is next Tuesday. But all of the promos always start and end at noon Central Time. So 1 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Pacific. So, so it's going to be done before I can even. Yes, Jen, that is the case. So, so those new ones only August 1st to the 9th. Now there's some other new stuff, and I'm going to show you that, and those are available, and until they sell out. There's no time date on that. So let me see. Let me share that real quick. This is what I want. So these are the newest items. So the Vivid Memory Melodies, oh boy, decorative bundle. So that's $89, and it comes with all the 4 new paper packs, the 4 new embellishment packs, the sticker pack, and you get a bonus laser embellishment. There are coordinating album cover sets to go as well. They're all new except for the Jade. The Jade is already on the line, but the Jazzberry and the Sunset Orange are brand new. And I love, so they're to replace the botanical. There was the botanical paper packs, and there was a green one, a pink one, a blue one, and a yellow one. And the embellishment packs came with all flowers. So these ones have some laser letters, and so they're a little different. The other ones were very flowery. These ones have lots of fun other embellishments. And so so those are the new paper and embellishment packs. And then these are the new tools. So this Leafy Vines border punch. So that is, this is just a regular product release that will still be available after the 9th of August. The Sunshine Arches border maker cartridge, the Full of Love punch, which again, these ones, I love these little, how the hearts are going to cut out, because you could punch out of different papers and kind of fill them back in. I'm looking forward to having fun playing with that. So I might have to have like some sort of impromptu show and tell. Well, of course, tool time, I'll be able to show these as they will be available after 1 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, but the other promo will not be. So if you're interested in those items from the promo, those 7 tools, yes, Stacy, well, thanks for joining, Marshall. Yes, Deb, the new stuff is just beautiful. And yes, Stacy, of course, the tools aren't available digitally, but all of those new papers, the Vivid Melodies, it comes in 1 pack of all 4 of the paper packs and the embellishments, and it's $14.95, and you get everything. Okay, one more quick thing I want to share with you, or a couple quick things I want to share, because I've got this is going to get ugly here for a second. Whoop. All right, I'm just going to flip through here. We already did this. Well, I guess it's not going to let me flip through, is it? Oh, there it goes. All right, so those are the Vivid Melodies. That's the Capri Blue, the Lime Tart, the Butterscotch, the Jazzberry. That's the, see, but this is what I was talking about with where you're filling the hearts with different colors is going to be such a cute effect. Full of Love Punch. This is the Sunshine Arches. And then they did bring back the photo tape and the foam tape that was available only while supplies lasted a couple months ago. That photo tape was around when I first started in 2000. So I'm so glad that they brought that back. It's really good when you have to do a lot of a long strip of adhesive. All right, so this is what I was alluding to right when I came on. So to be entered for Tara's Fun Friday giveaway, you can like or love this video if you love it. Share this video. You can tag a friend. The easiest way to do that is your @ and then start typing your friend's name and they'll come up in the comment and then you can just hit enter. Or you can place an order and the orders will count from last Friday all through Thursday. And then I will, you'll be, if you placed an order with me, then you'll have an entry in for Tara's Fun Friday giveaway. And I will be giving away a few things. So you definitely want to be entered and it's super easy. If you share, make sure that the shared video is on public. That is the point, right? If your Facebook page is so locked down that no one can see it, then you can just change just that one. You don't have to change your settings on your whole page. You can just change that one thing to make it public. And then that way Facebook will alert me. I can see the people who have shared it and make sure that you get credit for that. And then, of course, like I said, if you just like or love this video, you're entered. If you give me the angry face or the sad face, no, just kidding, or the laughing face, if you react with one of the reactions, I will enter you. So super easy, and you can be entered up to 4 times. So if you do all 4 of those things, you'll have 4 entries. And it's not just a 10. I'm giving away one $10 off your next order, but I'm also giving away a tool and a paper pack. So there'll be several things. So there'll be several winners, and I'm hoping to kind of mix it up going forward this way. All right. Just a reminder about the crop for gray and gold. It's fast approaching. It's nearly just over a month away and the spaces are filling up. So, and I did have to, you'll notice when you go onto my website to place your order, well, you won't see how many are available, but the full tables will definitely sell out. So it's not unlimited full tables, obviously. And last time we were sold out in May. So hoping that we sell out again in September. That is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. And we will be raising money once again for the Cannonballs for Cane Foundation. So I think that is all of my slides. Now it's time to get busy with our project recipe. Now, if you haven't, okay. Oh, good. That's great, Faith. Okay, wait. Vicki, I'm not sure because I was over there sharing. So I am not sure what your how is. Is your how on how to tag a friend? And so just use your little @ and start typing a friend. Does anyone know if you can pay your credit members or? Oh, I think you can, Vicki, because the Visa gift card, because it's just like a regular credit card. You might have to use 2. And I think there's an option that you can split between 2 cards, but we can discuss. Yes, Stacy, thank you. Yeah, do not. Oh, how to make it public. You've got the 3 little dots in the top right after you've shared it. you can hit those 3 little dots, and then you can change the privacy of just that post. All right. Oh, good, Deb. Good. Thanks for tagging Carol. All right. Well, let's get started. And well, I take it back. One more thing, and then we're going to get started, I promise. This is going to be a fun project recipe. But I did want to make sure that everyone knew how to find the project recipe. So for that, you're going to just type in Daytona area scrapbooking, and you're going to come right to my calendar and events page on my website. That's me, Octopus Digital. And you'll see right here on August 2nd, 5 p.m. project recipe. If you click on it, you might have to scroll down to see the whole thing. You'll click on RSVP. And then if you do RSVP in advance, you'll get a reminder so you don't forget. But you'll want to scroll down, and below the description, there's a read more. When you click read more, it'll say click here to download recipe. And when you click that, the PDF will open, and you can print it or save it to your phone or take a screenshot or whatever you would like. So with that, I'm going to jump out of here, and then I will add in the page cam. And of course, I forgot all of my adhesive, so I had to run and grab that. Never fails. I forget something. So this is the Sunrays for Days project recipe. And with this project recipe, as usual, I will not be using the Sunrays for Days paper. I will be using other paper, and I'm going to tell you what paper packs I got them from. I mainly do that so that you can start a little collection of your project recipe. And did I get really quiet? I just realized I might have gotten really quiet. You can start your little collection of project recipes. So today I am working on retreat photos. This is May 2016. This was our first retreat at the Lakeside Inn in Mount Dora. Can you believe it? So 6 years ago. And we have our little jars of fireflies, and we took lots of pictures. It was a great retreat, and we still go there. And my 50th retreat was at the Lakeside Inn in Mount Dora, and we will be returning there for retreat number 57 in September, which is full, and I have a waiting list. Okay, so this Totally Tonal yellow and green duo, that is where I pulled this yellow paper. And of course, I've still not gotten used to this camera situation here. And yes, it's one of the fan faves. So Totally Tonal yellow and green is where I got that yellow. This Welcome Home pack, a designer paper pack, this is still available. I love for green, earthy tones. This is another great pack that I use to complement many of my pages. And then this pack actually was from the promo. Sorry to do that to you. From July. This was the paper pack that you got with the Adirondack chair punch if you ordered to get the promo. I just liked this kind of brown to use for that. Normally, I don't like to tempt you with things that you cannot go out and purchase immediately, but I just loved this paper. Wanted to use it, and I'm using white cardstock for one of my sheets. And for those of you that are not familiar with a project recipe, the project recipe, which you hopefully will print from my website if you would like it, has cutting guide, and then we're going to piece together the page. And this one in particular, I feel like can look a little overwhelming, and maybe people were like, oh, I'm going to skip that one. Just because it's got angles and triangles, and those of you that had a rough time in geometry, maybe you'll shy away from this one. But I want to show you that, especially with my favorite trimmer, because there's a 45-degree angle, it's no sweat. All right, so I have in my mind assigned which paper is which of these. And you might, if you're doing this at home, want to write down the color paper that you use so you don't get confused. What I like to do is kind of study this page for a while and decide what paper I want what. So these big green sheets go across the top, and these little peach colored strips, there's really not a lot of them. They're kind of accents. And so looking at my pictures again, I really want to decide, because I already decided I'm going to use the white for the border maker cartridge. So there's a lot of green going on. And there's the lake. So I think I'm going to go, basically, the brown is on the bottom. So I'm either going to end up with the top half green or the top half yellow. And I kind of want the yellow more pronounced because that's the color of the Lakeside Inn. So I'm going to do that for my designer paper number 3. This is going to be 2, and the green is going to be number 1. So I'm going to set my backgrounds aside for now, and I will start with the designer paper number 1, and this is super duper easy. So it's 1 1/4 by 12 for 2, and then 1 1/2 by 12. So it really doesn't get much easier than that. I am going to follow the grain of the paper, if you will, since this design kind of is this way. So I'm going to go 1 1/4 twice. And 1 1/2 twice. And then I can just set this piece aside. All right, so those are those 4 pieces. And on this project recipe, again, if you haven't, if you've been scared to try it, when there's these gray lines, that just means that we're not going to use that. So we're going to go ahead and no one said that there was an echo. But I just need a change just in case. So I can put this off to the side. That is, and now I'm ready for my second paper. So the second paper, and that one I've chosen to use the cardstock. This one, the first thing we're going to do, and again, I like to move from left to right, is, okay, thanks, Deb. I'm going to punch twice. And the original design, used the sandcastle because it was Sunrays for days. But I am going to use the double fan because we're fancy like that when we go to Mount Dora. So to use the Border Maker cartridge, something I'll explain real quick for those that haven't ever seen it. This cartridge slides into the machine, and then you're going to put your paper in this part. So we're going to flip out the bottom, and that's just so that the proper amount of paper is out. That is a magnet that's going to hold it in place. So now we've got the right amount of paper out. Slide over my favorite trimmer. And there's a little notch here on the front that lines up with the notch here on the front of this. And there's grooves on the bottom that these sit in. So it's really hard to mess it up if you, if it's been explained to you. And now I know that people do forget, like they don't use it in between retreats maybe, and they forget what to do. So this is just a little reminder. I'll flip it out. We're going to do 2 of these strips. Thanks, Stacy. It is a fave. All right, now I usually have a little garbage can over here for all of my punch poop. All right, I keep kicking a screw around, and I think for my chair. So if I go to sit back down and you hear a crash, I just fell. It's okay. All right, so this next 2 pieces are 4 1/4 by 6. All right, now those are going to be mats. So we're going to do the 4 1/4 first. Let me move these guys over here. 4 1/4. By 6, and we're going to flip this handy dandy arm out to measure to 6. Now some might say, that's a pretty popular size, like a 4 by 6. Why doesn't this trimmer go to 6? But card makers will appreciate that half of an 8.5 by 11 is 5.5. It's so quick when you're making cards with, A4 paper that you can just go right out to that edge. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 are the next 2. So we don't have to flip out the arm for that. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. Oh, I did 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Hold on. We're going to have to weld these together. You know what I was doing? I was thinking in my head about about Saturday. Some of you might have seen that my son got engaged on Saturday. All right, so this little piece is this piece down here. So that I'll actually use that to weld these 2 back together. But we'll come back to that. And then we have a piece left over that may or may not be 1 1/4. And that's because this says punch then cut, but it doesn't have how much to cut. So I usually, if it's one that leaves me a straight edge, I will just continue on with the cutting and then make sure that that last piece is the right size so that I don't come up short, because that was just a tiny little piece. And then these pieces are 1 1/4 by 4. Yeah, so that's what happens when your brain floats off, and I was thinking about that. So I have not set up my next summer schedule yet for retreats because I don't know when the wedding is going to be. All right, so this is done. We will notch these out. K and L are notched out, but I'll notch them out when we get to laying out the page. And our last sheet is the yellow sheet, and we're doing 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 12. Yes, and I went in with EJ today to Masterpiece Jewelers to get the ring sized. And so we saw Teresa. It was so quick. Got her, well, we didn't get the ring size, but we figured out EJ's size, and now they're sending the ring off. I mean, that's so hard for a bride to be, right? You just get this beautiful ring, and then you gotta give it up. That it would have been good if Aiden had gotten that size before, but that's okay. They're both so laid back that it was not a big deal. All right, so, and I know Masterpiece will have it back in a jiffy. And then it won't fly off her hand when she's running cross country. Okay, so you see me flipping this paper around. It was just a little too small for me to cut the other way. So now I'm measuring to a 1/2 inch this way, which is the first line that you get to on this trimmer. That is the 1/2 inch. So since I need 2 that are 1/2 by 12, I'm just going to go ahead and cut those measuring this way. That's why I was flipping my paper all around. And that, if I wasn't too distracted with talking, should leave me with 3 1/2. Yeah. Oh, this is what I love about this trimmer. I mean, this tiniest little piece. So 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Now, those of you who have watched this before know that you, Nancy, you will not regret that. And you might have a $10 that you won. So I will check on that after today's live and let you know. All right. So the directions say to do a reverse. And on a lot of, it just adds one more, color element or whatever to the page or whatever. That's the technical term. But I probably will not be using the back side of this. So, you have to give yourself a license, I sure do, to off-road where appropriate. And I try not to do that while I'm doing this for you because that can be very confusing for you, I think. All right. Now it's time to assemble. All of our pieces are cut. We're done. All right, so I'm going to move off world's best trimmer. That's what I call it. Always. And, all right. Hopefully this fan is plugged in. Blasted. Sorry, everyone. That was probably not something you wanted to see. But you know me, I get cooking back here. All right, hopefully let me know if that is like blowing right into the microphone and now you can hear nothing. All right, time to assemble. So the first piece is this piece right here. And it is 3 1/4, but I'm telling you on here, it looks so much wider. Doesn't it? Oh, I see. Because this piece is up above. So this 1 1/2 inch piece, and see here they did again with the reverse. Oh boy. I feel like I'm going to have to. Otherwise, it's just, the same with a cut in it. So maybe I just omit it altogether and leave the brown. I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to come back to that. Okay, Nancy. Yeah, Nancy, you're signed up for gray and gold, so we're going to see you. I think I'm remembering that correctly. All right, so this piece goes like this. So I really could put this back and really won't see the cut at all. I just don't like the backside of that. And sometimes that happens when the designers, design, for the reverse of the paper. But you're not going to be able to tell that that's cut. But I just probably will not use the reverse. All right. Then we've got oh, this is the one I have to weld. I've made so much work for myself today. All right. So this one's going here. This one's going here. And now it's time to get geometric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. I said I was done with my trimmer, but I'm really not. Down here are some instructions. Now, I feel like people hate reading instructions, but sometimes it's hard to tell what is going on. And I don't mean instructions for project recipes necessarily, but just instructions in general. I'm one of those people. I like to see if I can assemble the bike. I don't know. I must think it's like a personal challenge. Can I assemble without the instructions? So I get to here and I think, okay, let me read what they say. So we did our border maker system. And okay. Oh, it does say to cut at the 1-inch mark. Okay. I mean, we're beyond that. Using the 12-inch trimmer, cut Q and R. Okay, Q and R in half of 45. So Q and R are squares. I always have to refer back and forth. Now this one's easy because, right, we just cut from corner to corner. It's a square, so we don't even need to use the handy dandy 45-degree cutting. All right, so that is done. Then we're going to adhere piece E to piece A. So back over here. I know, don't get excited. That's a border punch and it's to the 1 1/4. So I know it's like I can feel everyone's eyes glazing over when I say adhere piece 1. Oh, that's fun. Hold, please. No. Okay, sorry about that. Who's got the train emoji handy? All aboard the Hot Mess Express. My whole computer was about to die. Okay, it's just one of those days. Am I on? Am I still here? What is happening? I don't even know. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Everything just died at once. I'm not even sure if oh gosh. This is some thank you, Stacy. Stacy uses the same software, StreamYard, for her lives. So thankfully, she was able to tell everyone to hang out. I appreciate that. Um, I appreciate that, Stacy. Yeah, so apparently I forgot to plug in I forgot to plug in my computer, then I ran and got it, and then the plug wasn't all the way into the transformer. So then the computer died. It's the whole thing. Who has the train emoji? I need to cue that up. All right. So back to what we were doing. You all have the most patience, I swear. You would never guess that in the mountains I celebrated my 22nd anniversary. You certainly would never guess that if this is your first time watching this. I'm trying to find a clear space. All right, so since this is a very holy border, I'm using the repositionable tape and going to adhere this piece. And we're going to do this one. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Was all aboard. I really thought I was going to have a hiccup-free live. But, you know, people tune into, NASCAR to see the wrecks. That's why y'all are here, I know. Just like, oh gosh, Tara. What's she gonna do this week? All right. So, all right, we attach those, and then we're gonna cut them in half, and then we're gonna trim at a 45. All right, easy peasy. Again, this is really not as difficult as I'm making it look today. Apparently, good thing I used the repositionable tape because I could not attach this. Apparently, it wasn't even. That's better. All right, so 6 inches. And 6 inches. Oh, thanks, Deb. All right, now we get to use our fun 45-degree angle line. I've got some repositionable tape on that. So we're just going to use the trimmer to line up, and then you're going to go all the way until the point of the paper gets to where you're cutting. So the cut mark is right here. So I'm going to line up that corner, and then I'm lining up the paper with that. Now I do want to think about how I want this to be on the page. So like for instance down here, if I cut here, then yeah, that's the way I want it. All right, so we need to make sure that the angle is that way. So that is wrong. So we have to flip it over so that we get the trapezoid. I guess it would be a trapezoid the other way. But what we want is it to look like this. Like this. That's how we want it. So we've got to remember to flip it over. And once you get one, you can kind of use, no, see, I forgot which way I cut it. So the little feet go toward the line. And we're going to do that for all of them. Once you get one or two, then the rest are easy. Now I'm going to save these little corners because I believe we end up using those as well. Okay, we've got those pieces done. I think now I can put aside this trimmer. All right. There we go. So these come together like this. And this little corner looks pretty nice too, the way that is coming together. Welcome, welcome, if you're hopping on right now. And yeah, then I can take that and do that. All right. Yes, yes. And this one is kind of down lower. And I'm just peeling off. That's the nice thing about the repositionable. All right, so now I'm ready to tape this down. And I am just gonna, we're not even gonna see. For my next trick, I'm gonna run out of tape runner, but I think I have a backup. All right. So I'm putting this right up against the top, and because I don't want to use the reverse, that's just crafter's choice. And I do hope that when you're watching this, you're thinking, oh, okay, that's not as scary as it looked. I can do that, as opposed to thinking, oh boy, this looks too hard. All right, so this goes right up to the edge. And this is where I get confused, because I think the measurements on here are just, oh, maybe these are spaced out. It's hard to tell. It probably is down here. But that's why this is not lined up, because this is not overlapping. So it's perfectly fine that I'm using that side. Hold, please. I knew something wasn't making sense. Yeah, I think it's worth the effort, Deb. Now I got some adhesive on there. That's okay. Ah, yes. Ta-da. That makes much more sense. Now, the other way would have been fine too if I just proceeded, but it was really bothering me that it looked like it was, half the, well, not halfway, but nearly halfway down the page. All right. Now we are good. Let me grab another one of these little triangles. That goes up in this corner, up here. That's a nice look too. Yeah, I probably steered away from this one even when it first came out, because I was like, oh, I got to do this on live. This could get dicey. But I do like the look, and my pictures aren't even on yet. And those of you that are coming on, thank you for sharing. You will be entered for the Fun Friday giveaway. I won't be doing a giveaway at the end of the show today or at 10 p.m. tonight. I will be doing it on Friday. And I will be giving away more than just the $10. So that I normally give two $10 gift certificates. So you can have up to 4 entries. You can tag a friend. And if you're watching the replay, that's fine. You can tag them for the replay. Because you can do all of these things until Friday. So if you place an order through my website or with me directly, you'll be entered. If you tag a friend, if you like this, like or love this live, you'll be entered. And if you place an order, so there's lots of different ways. Alrighty. Getting ahead of myself once again. Let's start with the little one. Once you do the first page, I feel like that's true of any scrapbook page layout. Whoopsie. Once you get the first one done, the second one comes fairly easy. Because then, especially with the project recipes, usually they're a mirror image. And so once you get the one done, you barely have to refer back and forth to your sheets. Okay, so this one is going here. So they are absolutely just mirror images of each other. Now this piece goes here, and I don't even need to weld it because I can just stick it right down. And you're going to see it. If I wasn't putting the picture on, you would see my little boo-boo. But really, it's going to come down to a 1/4 inch, on the side is all you're going to see. On each side, you're going to see like just a tiny little line. So you're not even going to notice it. See, you can't even see it in the video. It's like magic. All right, now we can add these, and we are almost done. Let's see if we can get this side to match up just as nicely. Pretty good. It's fun to play with these types of cuts too, because I feel like if you're not using a recipe that would force you, well, of course, no one's forcing me to do anything right now, but if you're trying to do a recipe and you're trying to follow it, you're going to read the instructions, you're going to do it. I probably would not, do this if I was just going to pick up my pictures and sit down to do a layout. I wouldn't. So that's what I love about the project recipes. And I've said it before, and that it kind of helps me to kind of get out of a rut if all of my pages kind of start looking the same. And particularly, I feel like at retreats, maybe, especially if it's a longer retreat and you're just kind of like, oh, I don't know what to work on next. The project recipes are really, and I just have page protectors. And actually, I should say this is a great time to get them, right? Because it's back to school. So grab a notebook, get some of the page protectors for 8.5 by 11, and you can just start your own collection and throw it into your scrapbook bag. Or if you're doing power layouts and you know you're going to use a specific one, you could just throw it right in with your power layout. All right, so these are done. And now it's time for us to pop on our photos. Now, on our project recipe, it will say what size photo. So we have 2 4x5s, a 4 by 3.25, and a 4 by 6, a 4 by 6, and a 4 by 4. So I'm just going to kind of lay these out real quick. Of course, there's the Lakeside Inn. Want to do that. And there's our group shot at sunset. And this is a super cute picture of Bev and Cindy and Gail and Kim. Lots of cute pictures. This is a cute picture of Kim too. I love this picture. And then here is the scrapbook room. Now, I feel like I'm going to lose people. Now, those of you that were at this retreat, this is when we cropped upstairs across the way above the little gift shop. So I think I'm going to use all, because these pictures are so cute of everybody, Tracy and Stacy. That wasn't this retreat, Marshall. This was 2016. So this was a different retreat. This is April had surgery, her double hernia surgery right before this retreat. Those of you that were there will remember. So that's why she was there, my daughter. And all right, so now I think I'm just going to go with this. We've got the group shot with everyone. We don't have any of the scrapbook room, but I just love the yellow buildings. And I think it's a beautiful page. All right, if I do say so myself. Okay, so this is a 4x5, so we need to cut 1 inch off of these. I can definitely get 1 inch off of this. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch from the top, and I'm feeling here on the side because out to this edge is a 1/2 inch. Now, I think this was meant to go on top, but it would cover Gail's head. So I might just move this down or over on that side. That'll work. I'm just going to kind of do these simultaneously here. 4x5, 4x5. And yes, everyone, the K and I for the page. The K and I? You mean, oh, these. Thank you, the pieces. I thought you were saying you and Kirsten. Goodness gracious. It's K and L, but yes, thank you, Marshall. Those are going to go down here. I'll put those in after. Somebody is paying attention. She must have her project recipe pulled right up. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So this one, we just have to cut off a little bit off the side, just a 1/4 inch. I do love a thin mat. I am a fan of the thin mat. Some of the project recipes have thicker mats, and I don't know. I'm not a fan. I can take perfect a 1/4 inch right off the left side of that. And I like this little corner. Although, okay, hold on. Although it looks good on that side, I want to mirror the other page. There's a terrible glare here, I just realized. All right, so then these are 4x6, so they will just stay. That will just stay the size it is. And then this will go to 4x4. Hopefully, not going to lose anything important. I really like the way this page is coming out. Thanks for everyone for sticking on during the computer crash. Shout out to StreamYard for keeping everybody. Well, you're doing pretty good, Marshall. My eyes are not dilated, and I totally forgot. I'm going to leave Tracy and Stacy full size here, the 4x6 photo, because it's got so much of that the yellow hotel in the background, and I really just love that. Now, everybody always moans and groans about the white that I make everyone wear for this retreat on Saturday night, but I think that the pictures always look super cute. My gosh, April looks so young. I look young. When was this? 6 years ago? Alrighty. Oh, wait. K and L. Where K and L? All right, so we're notching those. And, of course, I like a shallow cut. I'm doing them together so that they will at least, oh, hello, match a little bit. And mark. If you ordered the secret box a couple times ago, you actually got a little notch tool. Oops. Which would have made a perfect little notch. Are these overlapping? They are. And I could put the title, the date, or something, whatever I choose on these. I'm going to need to add a journal box. Whoops. Not the same. Come back. All right. Okay. That is done. That was work. But it was fun. The page wasn't work. As yes, Deb. And it's always great. Everyone's in it they're in the white for the picture, and then everybody, jumps out of it super fast. I like the way that page worked out. I think it came out great. All right, let me add myself back in here. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Look at me. I look like I've been through the ringer. I didn't look like this. Whew. Scrapbooking just got a workout. My hair is all crazy. Oh, that was a lovely shot. Well, thank you all for being on here. Hopefully, if you missed it, you will go to my website, print out the project recipe, and let me share this again really quick. This is the one I want. So for the Fun Friday giveaway, you can like or love this video. You can share this video, make sure that it's on public. You can tag a friend, or you can place an order, and I will give an entry for all orders placed from last Friday up until this Thursday. And if you have missed all of the amazing the Tool Time buffet that's going on right now on Creative Memories, you'll want to jump over to my website or creativememories.com to check that out. There's 6 tools right now that are only available until August 9th. So definitely don't sleep on that. If you order 3 to 5 of them, then you get a pack of these embellishments. If you order all 6 of them, then you get 2 packs of embellishments. So that's a $10 value. So that is what's going on with the Tool Time buffet. Speaking of Tool Time, I will have Tool Time with Tara next Tuesday, the August 9th at 5 p.m. And I hope to see you there. And we will do a Fun Friday giveaway. And I will be live from the mountains next Friday. So this Friday, who knows where I'll be, but I think I'll be right here in my studio. And I look forward to giving away some fun stuff on Friday. So get entered. Thanks for watching and tuning in. And until I see you all in person again or next week on live, stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye.